What's on, guys? This is Mr. DeLORIan today, brand new video. Today we want to talk about something kind of different and also in a kind of different format. Now, you might be looking at the corner of your screen right now, or corner of your phone, be like wondering what the fuck is that thing over there. That's kind of a new character I kind of created, whatever, in Photoshop or anything. I've been working on digital drawing for a very long time, and I finally gained the confidence to kind of show a bit of a first draft of, you know, a character I've been working on, whatever. So yeah, keep in mind, this is the first time I ever gained confidence to actually like show whatever. So please be nice or anything in the comment section. I'm new to drawing digitally. But also what I meant by like this video format different. This is the first time I've ever really scripted a commentary video, especially on a piece of paper. So I guess let's hop into really what this video is about. Now this video is kind of really about the words awkward and weird and how that kind of really affected my life, I guess. This is kind of like a bit of an AA meeting. I'll be sitting here telling you my problems or anything. You guys can tell me your problems. I think we're all gonna kind of cry together. Pussy. So when I first moved to Florida, I was thrown into a classroom of about like 8 people. I wasn't really the most talkative person ever, so you can imagine it was really fucking difficult for me to make friends. Which obviously, if you don't really talk at all, it's really difficult to make friends unless you make friends with a really quiet person. In that case, it's not really much of a friendship. But after about a few weeks or anything, I pretty much knew about half of the 8 kids in the classroom or anything. And keep in mind, throughout my like 3 years in that high school, 3 years in the middle school, whatever, I knew all of those 8 people and everything. Like I learned to know like the rest of the half and everything, but all I knew was those 8 people, since obviously like I was kind of a bit of in like special classes where it was basically me and those 8 people and everything, and we didn't know anyone else. And I was actually having a pretty good year so far, but after talking to some people, I was told you're pretty weird and awkward. At first, it didn't really bother me at all, but in the background and throughout like the 7th and 8th grade, it was really building up in the back of my head. But when I reached freshman year and everything, in like of high school, I moved to like a much bigger school and everything. And this is where pretty much everyone from my middle school was going. And it was a much bigger school with a lot more floors and a lot more people. And I was gonna be no longer in that group of 8 people. So I decided to think positive without making it too complicating. I immediately diagnosed myself as chronically fucked. So I made it through that year and everything pretty simple. There was a ton of people and everything that I knew, which was actually good, because obviously, like I said before, a ton of people from the middle school moved to the high school. Until kind of the middle of my freshman year, my parents were kind of like, honey, we know it's going really well for you and everything, so that's why it's time to move. So I moved to a new school still as a freshman or anything, and let me just get through this really quickly. It was fucking awful. That word awkward followed me throughout that entire year and everything. It basically made me pretty much lonely and paranoid that entire year, since obviously I was too scared to talk to anyone, because obviously the word awkward basically made me kind of go, okay, if I talk to anyone, what if they're gonna think I'm awkward? This was also the year I started getting into kind of a bit modern rock music. So that year was pretty lonely and everything, but in sophomore year, I met this kid named Thomas, which he was a really cool kid. He's actually a pretty nice person to talk to and everything, kind of, you know, just actually like talk to, kind of like the people I used to in my old school. But unfortunately, he was a senior. Fuck my life, god damn it. Which pretty much meant in junior year, which I'm in right now or anything, I have to pretty much start with pretty much no fucking people to know. Well, I would say I know about like I know one person or anything, but that's one person in one class. So pretty much I'm fucked. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm gonna try to honestly talk to more people and everything this year. In my history class, I think I actually want to talk to the people at my table in that class, I think, because obviously they're pretty nice. But honestly, those words still like haunt me to this day and everything, because it's really hard to, you know, talk to new people or anything when really that word's been said to you so many times. Is like awkward and weird and awkward and weird. So like really difficult, which I'm trying to break out of it and everything. Like I said, I want to talk to the people at my history table or whatever, because they seem like actually nice people and everything. So you know what, I'm gonna make that honestly a goal this week. This Friday, I'm gonna honestly talk to the like almost all the people at my history table. Wish me luck. So you could guess, you know, I try to think of it a bit positive, like positively. So I really want to think more positive about the situation or everything. And pretty early on, I diagnosed myself as So I really try to think of it positive. So I really try to have a positive mindset when going into the school year and everything. So I really decided to honestly settle down and diagnose. So I want to go to the school year positive and everything. So I want to go to the school year positive. I also want to go to the school year positive. So I decided to think positive and without making it. So I decided to think positive and without making it too. So I decided to think positive without making it too complicated. I immediately So I decided to think positive without making it too complicated. I immediately diagnosed myself as So I decided to think positive without making it too complicating. I immediately diagnosed myself as chronically fucked.